Shirou felt like he was being watched. Okay, scratch that. He was definitely being watched. And it can't be helped. Because he was sticking out because of the damn outfit he was wearing. Shirou sighed. I shouldn't have picked up that weird stick from earlier. He thought as his mind went back to what happened earlier. A few hours earlier, Shirou was walking down in Chaldea's hallway, minding his own business. As he was walking, he noticed a certain object on the ground. What's this? Shirou thought as he picked the object up. The object itself looked like a wand with a design Shirou hasn't seen before. The appearance of said object consisted of a silver diamond in a ring that has 2 red beads with 6 silver wings, and the size of each wing is smaller than the one above it. It also has a retractable handle that has a white top with a silver-colored cross at the bottom. At first glance, the object didn't look that harmful. However, the object then said something that shocked Shirou. Registering biometric DNA. User identity known as Emiya Shirou, the object said in a robotic voice. Wait, registering? Shirou thought. Accessing users' magical circuits and skills. Inputting data from users' history. What? Hold on a second. Contract complete. Now commencing transforming sequence. Transformation sequence? Just what the dash. Before Shirou could even finish his thought, the stick started to bright up, making Shirou close his eyes for protection. The light then engulfed the stick and Shirou himself. As the light faded, Shirou opened his eyes to see if anything happened. So far, it looked like nothing bad happened in Chaldea. Phew. Looks like nothing bad happened in Chaldea, Shirou thought. However, as he looked at his arms, he noticed that they were not in the outfit he was usually wearing. Shirou momentarily panicked and used one of the windows in Chaldea as a mirror to see what happened to his body. As he looked at his reflection in the window, the outfit he was wearing wasn't his usual one. Instead, the outfit he was wearing was like Archer/Emiya's outfit with a few modifications. The clothes he was wearing were the same as Archer/Emiya's outfit, but there was a red cape on the back. He was also wearing a pair of white gloves, a black mask, and a formal red long hat. And to top things off, the white gloves have a design that looked like the command seals Shirou had during his time as Arturia's master in the 5th Holy Grail War. What the heck? Why am I wearing an outfit like this? Aren't these Archer's clothes? And what's with the cape and the hat? And why are the gloves I'm wearing happen to have an image of the command seals that I used to have during my time as Arturia's master? Shirou thought as he was processing the information and outfit at the same time. Shirou then tried to trace his weapons. However, to his surprise, he wasn't able to. What the? I can't trace my weapons? Why is this happening? After a few minutes, Shirou calmed down from his mind rant. He then looked at the item that completely changed his outfit and sealed his magecraft away. Okay, so this item is apparently the reason why this is happening to me, and I have a weird feeling about who made this. Shirou sighed as he headed towards a certain servant's workshop, knowing who would create an item like this. Da Vinci, just what have you created? Back to the present. Geez, does the cape really stand out that much? Or is it the hat? Shirou thought as he was walking in Chaldea's hallway while trying to ignore the stares he kept getting from other servants. Either way, once I head to Da Vinci's workshop, all of this will end soon. However, fate seems to have different plans for him. As he was walking towards Da Vinci's workshop, he passed by the cafeteria. It was at that moment that he was totally screwed. Because inside the cafeteria was Arturia and her counterparts, Ishtar and her counterpart, Ereshkigal, Parvati, Bibi, Passionlip, Melt Lilith, King Protea, Kama, Ilya, Kuro, Saitonai, Miyu, Astria, Irisbeal, Kuritsugu, Jaguar Man, Emiya, and Emiya Alter. And they were staring at Shirou. For a moment, nothing happened. Then suddenly, Jaguar Man jumped out of her seat, came up towards Shirou, and started dragging him towards where everybody. Shirou. What the hell are you wearing? Are you trying to go into cosplay? And in that outfit netherless? Jaguar Man yelled. Fujine, it's a long story dash. No excuses. She then dragged Shirou to a chair and made him sit there, allowing everyone to have a closer look at the outfit Shirou was wearing. Shirou, those clothes you're wearing. Arturia and her counterparts muttered. Emiya-kun, to think you have this kind of hobby. Ishtar, her rider counterpart, and Ereshkigal muttered while snickering at the same time. Senpai, is into this kind of thing. Parvati, BB, Passion Lip, Melt Lilith, King Protea, and Kama muttered. Oniai-chan. Ilya, Kuro, Saitonai, and Miyu muttered as they stared at him intensely. Shirou. Astria muttered. Oh my, I didn't know that my son had this side of him. Irisbeal said. Kuritsugu didn't say anything. However, on the other hand, both Emiya and Emiya Alter were nearly freaking themselves out over the outfit Shirou was wearing. Okay, what the hell is this? Just what kind of stupid thing did my younger self did to wear that costume? In fact, how did he obtain that costume? This is ridiculous. Emiya thought. Okay, this is just too much for me. Seeing your younger self as a heroic spirit is one thing, but seeing him wearing the same outfit as your non-altered self? That's something that I really don't want to deal with ever. In fact, I wish this was all a dream, although that's impossible since servants don't dream. Emiya Alter thought. Shirou sighed at the situation he was in. So, I guess you all want to know why I'm wearing an outfit like this. Everyone nodded in unison. Well, it all started because of a weird stick I picked up earlier, Shirou replied. Everyone was confused at what Shirou just said. Weird stick? They asked. Yeah, Shirou said as he pulled it out and let everyone in the room look at it. While the Arturias, Rins, Sakuras, Astria, Irisbeal, Kuritsugu, Jaguar Man, Emiya, and Emiya Alter looked at it with a confused look on their faces, Ilya, Kuro, Saitonai, and Miyu looked at the object with worry on their faces. This object, and that design, don't tell me. They thought in unison. However, at that moment, two new voices came out of nowhere. Well, has Shirou started to become a magical boy? Alright. Now he can join Ilya and Miyu as the magical stick users, the voice exclaimed. Nay-san, calm down. The other voice said. But Sapphire-chan, Shirou's finally doing something interesting and fun. Everyone turned to the source of the voices, and Shirou's surprise, the source of the voices was sticks like the ones Shirou picked up. Who are you? Shirou asked. HM? Ah. Nice to meet you, Shirou. I'm the magic stick of love and justice, Magical Ruby-chan. And over here is my little sister, Magical Sapphire-chan. Nice to meet you, Shirou-san, Sapphire said. Shirou was still shocked that two sticks were talking, but still replied. And nice to meet you too. Anyways, Shirou has finally embraced the ways of the magical boys. Now Ilya, you must teach him in the ways of being a magical stick user. Ruby exclaimed. Ruby. Calm down. Ilya said. But Ilya. Ilya, by any chance, is that stick yours? Ilya blushed at Shirou's question, now knowing that Shirou knows that the stick is hers. Why yes. And the other stick, is that yours, Miyu? Why yes. Shirou sighed as he felt like he opened another can of worms here. Just what have I got myself into? He thought. However, it was at that moment that Da Vinci came into the room, puffing for some breath as she looked like she ran a marathon. "Excuse me, but has any one of you ever seen a fancy stick?" Da Vinci muttered as looked at the stick in Shirou's possession. After a few seconds of silence, Da Vinci immediately went up to Shirou and grabbed him by the arm. "What the dash? Come with me. I have a lot to discuss with you," she said before she started dragging him from the cafeteria, leaving everyone surprised with the events that just transpired. What just happened was the thought they all had in mind. Meanwhile, Da Vinci was dragging Shirou to her workshop. As they arrived, Shirou noticed that she had a face of relief and worry at the same time. "Shirou, you're probably wondering why I dragged you here, right?" Da Vinci asked. "Is it because of the weird stick that I picked up, correct?" "Exactly." Shirou sighed. "Da Vinci, just what is this stick? And why did it turn me into this?" "Well, that's a prototype mystic code that I've been working on lately. It was based on the sticks your little sisters have. What it does is that it manipulates the mana within the user and assists them by either acting as medium to fire energy blasts or reinforce physical parameters. Originally, it was supposed to be given to Ritsuka for him to use in case of emergencies, but you somehow dropped it in the hallway, and then I picked it up, resulting into this," Shirou said as he finished Da Vinci's explanation. "Yes." Da Vinci muttered with a blush of embarrassment on her face. "And why did this mystic code seal my magecraft away?" "Well, it's a prototype, so it was bound that there would be a few side effects, like what just happened to you." Shirou sighed. "Well, at least we have an explanation, although did you design the mystic code to give me an outfit like this?" "Well, no. I have no idea how the outfit ended up looking like Archer's." Shirou sighed again. "Anyway, how do I reverse the transformation?" "Well, give me the mystic code and I'll see what to do." Shirou then gave Da Vinci the mystic code and she examined it. After a few minutes of examining it, she had her answer. "Okay, I have a solution. Do you want to hear it?" Shirou listened, waiting patiently for her answer. "You'll have to break it." Shirou was baffled. "Really?" "Yeah." Shirou sighed before asking one more question. "Earlier from what one of the sticks said, is it true that Emiya and Miyu are magical girls?" Da Vinci sighed before saying, "Yes." "I see. Anyways, I'll be leaving now, so thank you Da Vinci," he said as he was walking out the door of Da Vinci's workshop. "You're welcome Shirou," she said. As Shirou walked out of Da Vinci's workshop, he thought, okay. So, all I have to do is to destroy it. Well, that shouldn't be hard, although how did Emiya become a magical girl in the first place? Turns out that destroying it was a lot harder than imagined. Apparently, the material that was used to make the prototype mystic code happened to be stronger than most metals around in Chaldea. No matter what he did, it just wouldn't break. He tried smashing it, but it failed. He tried to blow it up, but it failed. And there were even times where he would just use the mystic code as target practice just for the hope of breaking it. Sadly, that did not work as well. Not only that, but since it sealed away his magecraft, he can only attack with the prototype mystic code. And that wasn't the worst part. The worst part about the ordeal he was going through was the reactions he was getting from other servants. For example, the first time Lancer Siyu saw him wearing that outfit, he immediately started laughing like a hyena on first sight. It also didn't help that his other version's reactions were the same as well. Writer Medusa let out a small chuckle and made a comment on how Shirou looked like a magician from TV. Caster Media on the other hand seemed to dislike it, say that it mocks real magicians. Sasaki Kojiro didn't have any words on it. Berserker Hercules just roared at him. Archer Gilgamesh laughed at it, saying how ridiculous it looks on him while both Castor and Kid Gilgamesh just sighed at it. They even told him to change outfits. Miro and her alternate versions liked it, saying it looks good on him. Jean Dark and Jean Dark Alter Santa Lily giggled a bit while Jean Dark Alter laughed at the sight of Shirou's costume, saying how ridiculous it looks. The Knights of the Round didn't say anything, although Mordred did giggle at the outfit. Jack, Paul, and Abigail and Nursery said he looked like a magician from TV. Mashu was confused about Shirou's outfit while Ritsuko was in wonder of the outfit. Apparently, the outfit reminded him of an anime he watched a long time ago. Right now, Shirou was in a singularity with Ritsuka, Mashu, Emiya, Kuro, and Miyu. They were currently at a campfire that Shirou, Emiya, Kuro, and Miyu set up earlier. As they were chatting, Emiya asked Shirou a question. "Hey Oniai-chan, how long are you going to wear that outfit?" Emiya asked. Shirou sighed. "Honestly, I'm not sure. Da Vinci told me in order to revert myself back to normal, I need to break it. However, the problem is that no matter what I try, nothing works." "Is that so?" Kuro asked. "Yeah. Oniai-chan, has the outfit hindered you in any way?" Miyu asked. "Yes. It sealed up my magecraft. I can still fight though." "I see. Hey Shirou. If I may want to ask, that outfit of yours looked like a magical boy." Ruby exclaimed as she wanted to get into the conversation. Everyone did a spit take at that moment. "W what?" Shirou exclaimed. "You heard me. The cape, suit, mask, gloves, and the hat? Everything about that outfit looks like a magical boy. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Da Vinci wanted to be a magical girl right now." "What? That can't be. Right, Master?" "Alright. There's no way Da Vinci would ever want to be a magical girl, right Mashu?" Ritsuka said. "Why yes." Mashu replied. As the night went on, everyone else, besides Shirou, went asleep. As Shirou looked at everyone asleep, Shirou sighed as he looked at the prototype mystic code in his hands. What should I do? It was when that Sapphire decided to help Shirou. Shiro-san. HM? Oh, Sapphire-san. What is it? I think I may have a solution to your problem. The next day. Take that. Emiya yelled out as she shot a laser at an enemy bandit. Is there anyone else? Nope. I think we're done with all of them. Miyu said as she was gasping for breath. Yeah. But still, that was too many. Kuro said. You have a good point. Anyways, let us move on, Master, Shirou said. Soon, Shirou, Ritsuka, Mashu, Emiya, Kuro, and Miyu left the field they were on and headed towards an bandit's hideout. However, as they arrived, the hideout suddenly exploded, creating a large amount of dust. As the dust cleared, it revealed a giant rock golem. GHHH. Senpai. Are you alright? Mashu asked. Yeah, I'm okay. Right now, we need to focus on that golem. Ritsuka replied. Master's right. Emiya, Kuro, Miyu. Shirou yelled out. Yes. Oniai-chan. They replied. Shirou, Emiya, Kuro, and Miyu went up against the golem while Mashu stayed behind to protect Ritsuka. As Shirou, Emiya, Kuro, and Miyu went up against the golem, most of their attacks were not effective against it. Geez. How hard is this thing? Emiya asked. I don't know, but it seems to be pretty hard. Kuro replied. Yes, and it seems like it has a high resistance against both magical and physical attacks, and it also regenerates as well. Miyu said as she tried to dodge a punch from the golem. Miyu has a good point over there, Shirou said as he shot a mana blast to the golem, afflicting minor damage on him. So, mana blasts work, but only do minor damage, huh? What should we do in this situation? As he thought about a solution to the problem in front of him, he just realized what Sapphire said last night to him. Last night. Try overloading it with your mana. Sapphire said. Overloading it with my mana? Shirou asked. Yes. Overloading the prototype mystic code should probably break it. Even a mystic code shouldn't be able to handle being overloaded with a bunch of mana. I see. Back to the present. Let's hope what Sapphire said works. Shirou thought as he dodged another punch from the golem. As he dodged it, he somehow ended up regrouping with Emiya, Kuro, Miyu, Ritsuka, and Mashu together. Hey master, I have an idea on how to damage him, Shirou said. Really? He asked. Yes, but I'm going to need Emiya, Kuro, and Miyu's help on this. Sure, he said. What's your plan, Oniai-chan? Emiya asked. Shirou sighed before saying, we're going to fire a large mana blast at it. Really? Yeah. Earlier, mana blasts worked against him, but at a smaller degree. However, if we unleash a huge mana blast at him, then the golem would fall. Miyu finished. Exactly. Kuro grinned. Okay, so how does this plan work, Oniai-chan? Kuro, you distract the golem while me, Emiya, and Miyu charge up our sticks and unleash a giant mana burst on it. You okay with that? Yeah. Okay then, let the plan begin. Kuro then lunged at the golem and threw multiple copies of Kansho and Bakuya at him to keep him distracted. As so, the golem then focuses its attention on Kuro. Meanwhile, Shirou, Emiya, and Miyu were charging up their sticks, preparing themselves to unleash a giant mana blast at the golem. I hope this works. Emiya said. Me too. Miyu said. It's our best shot, so we'll have to make this one count. Shirou said. Meanwhile, Kuro was doing her best, distracting the golem from targeting Shirou, Emiya, and Miyu. Hurry up you three, I can't hold him much long you know, she thought as she fired a magic sword at the golem with her bow. It was then that the golem then threw a giant rock at the group of three. Oh shit! Kuro thought. However, Mashu appeared in front of the group of three and whacked the rock away with her shield. Never mind me, Kuro-san. Just keep distracting it. Mashu said. Right. Kuro said as she resumed to distract the golem. Eventually, Shirou, Emiya, and Miyu were done charging their sticks. We're ready, Kuro. Emiya said. Kuro grinned. Don't miss you know. Kuro and Mashu then moved out of the way, allowing Shirou, Emiya, and Miyu to shoot their sticks at the golem. Take this. Triple sibling beam. Ruby yelled out. As Ruby said that embarrassing line, Shirou, Emiya, and Miyu then shot a huge blast of mana at the golem, engulfing it in a blast of light. Mashu then returned to Ritsuka's side to shield him from the blast radius, while Kuro hid behind Mashu as well. As the light cleared, the golem was gone. Everyone sighed in relief as the threat was over. Phew. Well, that was close. Ritsuka said. Yeah. Mashu replied. Geez, I think that attack a bit overkill. Kuro muttered. Yeah. Shirou said as he examined the damage the attack did to the hideout. You're probably right, Oniai-chan? Emiya said. What, is it, Emiya? Your outfit, it's back to normal. Shirou then looked at himself and he noticed that he was wearing his normal clothes. He also noticed that the prototype mystic code was broken, shattered into pieces. Oh, it seems like the prototype mystic code has been destroyed. Shirou said before passing out. Emiya sighed. Oniai-chan. Well, this was expected from him after all, Kuro said. Yeah, Miyu said. Well, it looks like my idea worked, Sapphire said. Eh? But I want to see Shirou in this outfit a bit longer. Ruby muttered. He looked like he would fit in the role of a magical boy. Emiya blushed at what Ruby just said. Ruby. Mashu sighed. Well, at least we finished the mission, senpai. Yeah, Mashu. We did. Ritsuka said.